I will never find a reviewer who enjoys something for the exact same reasons I do. Every review I watch is based upon awareness and entertainment value. Awareness simply being woke to the fact that certain things exist. In my eyes, almost any experience with art has some sort of value, either on an enjoyment level or making a video about it. And entertainment comes from how interesting the person is. If I wanted a preview of the experience, I'd look up a trailer. If I'm subscribed to you, there are deeper hands at play here. How we experience media is intrinsically personal. Trying to find some form of objective measure for it is fruitless because there will always be outliers of what you have to say. Everything you can possibly tell is in the text itself, and there are varying degrees of explaining that text. For example, if I were to spend the majority of my time in Grand Theft Auto 5 simply admiring the scenery, I would have an in-depth knowledge on its visuals. In this scenario, I would only play big open world games, not for their stories or to fight, but to observe and soothingly interact with the world. The problem with reviewing things broadly to appeal to everyone is that they end up appealing to no one in particular. These detachments of the individual feel completely rote and unempathetic, as if a robot here was beating off observations literally anyone could find. The fact that a game has visuals that are pretty good and you detail the narrative tells me nothing I could get in the game. Yet, review is your main goal here, not summary. I doubt someone's recommendation is going to have any weight for me if they solely enjoyed GTA for its story and that took up the bulk of their analysis. I might not have picked up that game off the shelf in the first place without being self-aware about what I like. Previews and recommendations are pointless when one's tastes are so specific. So why care in the first place? I want everyone's videos to explain why they enjoyed a piece on a personal level and how that plays into the grander narrative of their tastes. Over time, I want to have a picture in my head of what you will find enjoyable in a game and why. If you're interesting, that should be enough. Of course, there will be people who relate to you, and not everyone is that much of an outlier, but they do exist. And those outliers are incredibly interesting to hear from as someone in a faraway position. I don't care what you're talking about. I care about what you bring to the conversation. There's a reason I watch car review channels yet know nothing about cars. Whether what appeals to you are its academic themes about communism or something, or the characters are relatable for you. Whatever the case may be, I want deep meditations going full into the stuff you care about. The hidden narrative, cult of personality is one of the most important things in reviews, because without that, I'm unable to truly understand your opinions, and if I'm not going to understand what you have to say, why the fuck am I watching your video in the first place?